Good morning and welcome to our channel one more time. We have been treating PHP and now we want to go further down to do one or two things again with the PHP. We have seen how to connect to the database, how to retrieve from the database, how to update and delete from the database. Now there is something that we normally do. If you go to maybe a web application and you want to access some of the information in that web application, you have to fill in your username. You would have registered and you fill in what your username and what your password to be able to register into that to log into the web app, and that is what we call maybe a login portal. So now we want to see how we can build a login portal using PHP. So what we just do now, we now go straight to our VS Code, and now we come here. Now I come here and I just create another file. Let's say I now say let's say I just call it staff portal. Staff portal. I do this, and I also call maybe another create another file again, and I call it maybe app.php, and I do this now. Inside here I create a HTML document. Let's say I now say I create a HTML document and I say give it a h1, and I now say welcome to h1. I come here, I come and I say welcome to our page. I do this and then I save it. Then I now come to the staff portal. Now I want to build in a simple login portal. There are two ways you can retrieve from a database. You can retrieve from a database and display it in a form, or you can retrieve from a database and use the username and password that you have retrieved from the database and be able to use to log into an application or something like that. Now the first of all, we create our PHP environment, and you do this. We create our PHP environment. Sorry, the staff portal is supposed to be staff portal.php. So now let's create our PHP environment. Now we include we do this our connection.php. If you are wondering how I did my connection.php, then go and look view the series from the beginning. You see how to create a connection, linking a file to the database and everything. And immediately I do that. Now I come and I say call the if set. I now say if and the set. I do this, and inside the if set I say $_post, a global variable, and I do this here. I now say I say maybe username, because that is what we want to. Then I come and I do this, my curly braces. Inside my curly braces I create a variable username. And I call it like this. I say $post, $post. I do my username like this, my semicolon. I want to do for the password, because we've been creating username and password. That's what we've been doing so far. I do this. I come, I say Ctrl V. I say $password here. Password, and I put my password here. Now the next thing I want to do now, I want to do my query. I create I say $query, dollar query like this. I now see this SEL is select star from, that means select all from training, the backtick, the INING, the RAININ, training like this, and also where, bring in your where clause, where, select star from training, where user, where username, equals. Now I do this. First of all, the single curly braces, then you put it inside the double curly braces like this, then you now put what your dollar username, you do the same thing word and for your password, and a password like this, equals the single curly braces, the double curly braces, this, the dot, and now say dollar password, like this. Immediately after that, you now call limit space 1, and you now call, end it like this, and your semicolon. So now we have to look everything. I think everything is okay here. So once you have done that, you press your enter, and you now call your result, dollar result like this, your result like this. I now say equals my SQLI underscore query like this. I now say dollar CONN, dollar con, and dollar query, dollar query like this. Then you bring in your if statement, if like this, if my SQLI underscore num underscore rows like this. You do this equals, then put a dollar result there, dollar result equals 1. Then you do this, header, location, put your inverted comma, location, now where do I want it to go? I want it to go to where do I want it to go? I want it to go to the app.php, and I'll say dot like this, and I'll say app.php. That is where I want it to go once it is clicked. Once anything happens to that, I want it to go to else like this. I say exit like this. Now once I have done that, now I have done what exit and everything like that. But just like the update that we did, it needs a form for it to be able to function. I say, well, it needs a form for it to be able to do what it wants to do. So now if there is no form, I will not be able to log in my username and password. So now what I will just do, in order not to waste too much time building the form, I'll go to my index.html. I just copy what the form that I have built so far. I copy the form that I've built so far. I copy this form from my index.html. I say Ctrl C. I copy it now. I take it to my staff portal here, and I just put it immediately after I do this. Now I now say Ctrl Save. I just want to do some changes. Now this is not going to be a login form. This is going to be a staff portal. Staff portal for login and everything. I think that's all we want to do. I now say save. Once that is done, it is giving me an issue. Once that is done, yeah, it is saying something here. Something is wrong there. It's saying header. I'm coming. Let me see what is wrong there. So I think I see what the issue is. I come here. It's supposed to be here, like this, and I do this. Now it's not screaming anymore. So now let me go and staffportal.php. I come here. Training, and I now say sta staff portal.php. Staff portal.php. My training is saying no. Staff P-O-T-A-L. The spelling is P-O-T-A-L. There was no R there. So I come, always be very, very, there's no portal. I used portal here. So I now do this now. You can now see the staff portal.php. Now, how do we know that this staff portal is working now? Two things now. I go to my index here now, and I'll say localhost. I say localhost / my training. Localhost / my training. My TRAINING, my training / index .php. I got that now. Now let me create a password. From here I come and I create a password. Let me create the password. Let me create the password today. And I say today. The username is today, and the password is TODAY today 123. And I now say submit. I have created it. Let us even check whether it's in our database. So I come here and I do, let's check the database. I created today and today. So I go to my training and I go to the table training. I created today and today 123, so it's already there. So now let me now go back. This is our login portal, and this is our login form. Now let me go back to the login portal now, and I put what today, and I put today 123. Today I'm coming. Today 123. It's supposed to take us what to the app.php, and I do this now. You can see that it has brought us the app.php. Welcome to our page. Now this is a simple way of creating a web portal. Your login form is to kind of create a username and password. Your get is to just get what you have in the database. But sometimes when you don't want to begin to create a web application, you will need a portal whereby when you get your username and password and you insert it, it takes you to where you want to now make use of the application, and that is exactly what we have just done now. Now let's create again. Let's create another one again. Let's say I say com and say also com, COME, and I do this. and I now go back to your staff portal. ST, this is here. I go back to this one now. I now say com, so NA com, and I now say NA com. You can see it now. Now, what if we now put a username or password that is not in the database? Let's say I say go, go, or go and go, go 1 2 3. What happens? So when it took us to the connected page now, you can see that it's not taking us to where we want to go. As I said, go and go for now. For us to now make sure it is working, we come here now. I now do this. I now do that one thing. I now said what? You see, if this is else, what do? I say else. Let it come here and else ACHO echo else. So let's see, else header. Let's see header. Do this location. I hope this works. Location, and now say let it take us to our index dot index dot index dot PHP. Yeah, let's see now what it will do. If I come here now and I now go, I shall go, I say go 1 2 3, brought us back to what our index.php, which I asked it that is where it wanted to go. I can see that from here now. I said if the result is okay, take us to app.php. If we don't have it in our database, take us to this location, and it actually brought us to what? This location, index.php. That is where it brought us to. So that is a simple way of creating what? A simple portal. In case you are building an application and you want to create a portal, that is how you do it. So I want to say thank you, for listening to tutorial and coming to my page. If you have not subscribed, please, I want you to just go press the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel, so that as we begin to work with other programming language like React Native and every other thing, you'll be able to see the videos. Any videos that has been created and uploaded, you will get them. Thank you very much.